fellow knights, and welcome back to the Struggle Bus, where today we're doing some mono green action. First off, playing a full 24 lands because our finisher is going to be Nissa, Ascendant Animist in her Overrun ability, and Vorinclex allows us to get the lands to make sure we can play Nissa for full value, which is absolutely fantastic. Not really planning on flipping them, but, you know, we're going to try him out because he's one of the new cards. Then the new card we're trying out is Doomscar Warrior. This is going to allow us to play either a 5/4 with Trample on 4, or really the mode we're looking for is to pump up one of our 2 or 3 drops to be able to dig and draw another card, and then have the 4/3 in play that could still draw us a card off of Tribute to the World Tree. Tribute to the World Tree. This is the real reason why we're playing mono green. It's an enchantment that for triple green, and whatever creature enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card if its power is greater or is 3 or greater. Otherwise, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. This card is absolutely fantastic, as you will see. We're running a full playset of Pelucranos because, hey, I feel like he is going to get schwacked quite a bit. And so we're running a full playset, and it's really good against mono red, being able to block things with reach, forcing them to have a 2-for-1, and then if we happen to get to 6 mana, then we get to simply flip into a 6/6 reach life link, which is a huge beater, and it draws us a card once we have Tribute in play. Running 2 Gwenas to ramp from 3 to good old Vorinclex, so that's why she'll also get 2 or a +1/+1 counter from Vorinclex, which is super sweet, and we like that synergy there. Yes, we cannot use her to ramp into Nissa, but that's okay because we can still use her to flip Vorinclex should we get to that point. Bloated Contaminator because we are putting some +1/+1 counters around there, so why not be able to draw a card, and it's just a solid beater with Trample. Korean Beast Caller, fantastic. No reason not to play it in a green deck. It gets bigger and it gets its counters, or gets to pass its counters on to another target when it dies. Trying out Deep Root Wavefinder as a way to have ramp. Cleans off the top of our deck, right? We could put lands into our graveyard to then play them from there. Or if we get something like an Adaptive or maybe another Wavefinder that we don't need as we're looking for our big bombs, we can use that to surveil them to the graveyard. Removal of choice is going to be Cosmic Hunger because of 2 reasons. 1, it's instant speed, so I like that. And 2, it is a punch or a bite instead of a fight. And so we don't have to worry about the death touch on things like Shieldred, for example. We can use these. Our guys have a good chance of being pretty big, and we're able to do this in response to like a double block or some kind of combat trick and things like that. And then finally, evolving Adaptive as our 1-drop of choice for all the reasons you guys have seen before. But that is the list. So a shout out for this video is going to go to, had it up there, GB Legend. GB, thank you so much, my friend, for supporting me and the channel. I really do appreciate you riding the struggle bus with us. You rock, and this mono green beats list is for you, my friend. All right, on the play with a curve out. Let's keep this. Let's keep this. Maybe at some point while we're recording, we'll be able to do our curve out. That doesn't bode well, but we can't really not do anything. So let's see if they go with a Harvester, or if they kill our Beast Caller. Go here. So they're gonna kill our Contaminator. Fair. So that tells me they may not have an answer to, or another removal spell, right? Because I feel like if they did, they would have just killed the Beast Caller to avoid taking the damage. Ah, okay. Wait, do we get one of our 4 drops? We do not. All right, let's see if we get a land. Play Vorinclex would be swell. Let's see. All right, pretty much riding on a land here, unfortunately. All right, cool. That was pretty huge, honestly. And we're not going to play Nissa because she would have been at too low. and they would have just been able to fire off both of these, she would have been able to make a 4. Solid. Alright, we're gonna attack. They're gonna double block and we're gonna kill Harvester. Nice. Alright. Let's get it. Ooh. Do we just let this ride and play our other Vorinclex? They missed their land drop. No, you know what? We're gonna, yeah, go this way and we're gonna hunger. That way we don't have to discard a card. We still get to leave our other hunger up. So if they go to play something, we can hunger it, right? Especially if they play a, ooh, that's a good sign. All right, well, a little punished, but not really. So we're gonna get hit with, man, I kind of want to kill that Bank Buster, right? I really want to kill that Bank Buster, but I think, yeah, we didn't, wait. Did I just miss lethal? I did miss lethal. Oh man, Jedi. Alright, well, it's just plus, I guess. Yeah, it would have been a +7. And they were, yeah, my bad. My bad. Silly goose. Yep, we knew that was coming. Let's get rid of this and that. Good game. Man. Miss lethal. I got 2 inside my head. I had a train of thought going. I didn't realize they were so low where we had so much damage on them. Alrighty. Yeah, this works. We just need a land off the top and we are sitting pretty. Question is, are we going to lead with a Beast Caller or a Wayfinder? There's the land. I think, see if they leave mana open or not. Okay, let's go Beast Caller. And then we can go, classification. Alright, fair. So we'll go ahead and, ooh, yes. We'll go Retribution, or Tribute to the World Tree, and then we can go land Beast Caller Wayfinder. Seems pretty good. See if they wipe the board or not. Alright. Poor sequencing on my part. Poor sequencing on my part. Let's, oh well. Wait our mistake. And we'll hold here, just in case they're packing a board wipe. They played Ossification. Oh. Interesting, interesting. So, play Warrior, put a counter on Wayfinder, puts a counter on Beast Caller. Probably just put both counters on Beast Caller. Yeah, we're gonna get rocked here. So we'll play Warrior because it replaces itself, right? 2 ways. So let's put the back up here. And we'll draw a card. Excellent. Hit our land. And let's swing for 10. See what the opponent does. This is also going to put us outside of... Let's see. I think we just go ahead and grab the Vorinclex here. And... I think we're looking for Nissa now. So we're just going to pitch that. So let's see. They have double white. They can wipe the board. Oh, okay. Okay. What'd they get? They got a Beast Caller. Alright, so shields are up. Shields are up. We could put 2 counters here and swing. Can we go wider than them? I think we can. So they seem to be a... There we go. Oh, man. Alright, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. So we need to ultimate her. So we can go 2 things so we could swing. I think we just go Vorinclex to make sure we get our lands. Right? Let's hit our lands. Ooh. So the fact that they played out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so they can flip that. They can flip that. So that tells me they're not going to block. So let's go this way. If we go... They don't have trample. So they can just block. Take all their mana, flip that. Block with Vorinclex. We don't die, right? 11. Alright, let's try not to die. If we don't die, we win. Because we have Nissa. So I think we want to make sure that Atali doesn't wreck us this turn. It's going to be close. Right? Looks like they're going for it. And the good thing is it's going to tap them out. So it taps them out. We block so we don't die. Excellent. Excellent. Oh. Alright, well, that worked out really well. Let's play the land. And we could still kill them by attacking and then... But I think we want to do the awesome victory here. Let's go here. Let's -7. And they are not going to let us have our fun. Fair. On the draw, so we have a chance of hitting our third land. We can lead with a Wayfinder to make sure we can... Or increase our chance of hitting that third land. And this is our top end, but we can also play around 5. So I think we're going to keep this. And there very much is an argument, right, to pitch it. But I think the fact that we have 2/2 drops makes it reasonable. Going up against soldiers. It's going to be tough. That is going to be tough. So do we start off with the Beast Caller or the Wayfinder is my question. Probably going to go ahead and start off with the Wayfinder. So then that way we can eat the Ossifer if they... Yeah, I think I'm still going to do it this way. If we play Beast Caller, they get a free attack, right? This way, they're going to level up the initiates, but we're going to eat the off. Well, that is what it is. Alrighty. I think we're kind of stuck like Chuck regardless there. Alright, down to 12 Arena. Ooh. So we can go here, make a 3/3. Have a block for here versus playing Contaminator. We only have 1. That is interesting. That is interesting, isn't it? I'll also play Tribute, but I think we lose if we do that. Let's go Contaminator here. And then what they might do is just play a land and play Officer. Then we have the ability to attack. Play these two, still could put the counter here, and then attack, and then see what happens, right? Sentinel, okay. That does not give them a good attack. Neither does another Officer. So if we attack, they just double block here, which is unfortunate. So what's the best way to do this? Here, and I think we need 2 things. I would like to play this. We could play that. That makes a 3/3. That makes 2 blockers. I think we go here. I think we go here and just play this guy. And then if we attack, you really just block here. That doesn't seem great. So we're going to have to hold here. And then hopefully we can stay ahead of the recruitment officers. That's really the problem. We have Nissa. So we get into a position here. 12 means we can't really play around 5. Adversary. Ooh, they missed. All right. So they definitely don't have a land. Oh my gosh. All right, this is ugly. We're going to need some pretty good draws here. Probably a Pelucranos. Just trying. That's what popped in my head. I normally say Pelucranos. Okay, cool. That's great. I like this a lot. Okay, cool. So let's see here. Block here, get a block black. Block here, get one of the big guys. They could still eat our tribute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. It's pretty good. You get a blocker back. Alright. That's not great. That isn't great. I think they got us. Attack. Go here. We need like a fight spell there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Block a game. Nice math, opponent. Nicely done. Nicely done. Alright, opponent's going first, but we have a little awkward. I'm going to keep it though. Question is, do we run the adaptive out? Alright, we 100% run it out because this may be mono blue, and so yeah. Ah, blue-white control, you say. Oh. Oh. Alright, well, let's get in there because we're not blocking. So the question is, are we playing a tribute to the World Tree, or are we going to... Yeah, let's get under the radar here. I think getting underneath the blue-white artifact radar may be beneficial. And then probably Contaminator. They're gonna draw, they're gonna get to do some things. Yeah, let's play Contaminator. We get to draw. And then we put a counter. And Nissa. Alright, so we may be able to steal this game. That's kind of funny, play Nissa and just minus every turn. They're going to do some sick combo, and we're going to get rocked. Contaminator down, but we drew a card. Let's go Wayfinder. Trigger. Pull a Chronos. Trigger. Vorinclex, get in for 4. Alright, let's see if we get our board wiped. Another mech. I'm really tempted to play Nissa and just start minusing. So get to copy. We're not worried about that because we have Cosmic Hunger. They're not going to crew. Oh, they're going to crew something. Got you. Can also just flip this dude. And then they can't really do anything about it. We can Vorinclex. Playing that makes me feel like they don't have a board wipe. So you know what? Let's just Vorinclex. And we're just going to go for the Nissa ultimate here. Let's sequence that pretty good. I think we're just going to go for this. So they haven't shown us any counter magic. It makes me feel like maybe there's a small... Because we already have this in hand and we had the land. So maybe there's an incentive to flip Chronos. But... Okay, so they're going to make the 10-10 dude, right? They have enough? Oh, they're just Scrutiny. I mean, I really like their deck. I really do. So why'd the mech? And when it becomes crewed, becomes one other creature. So they can crew that. Oh man, oh, double Nissa, that's gross. That's gross. Because we can even attack. No, we're just gonna do this. They could have Fading Hope, they can crew some things, but we have another Nissa. Yeah, good game, opponent. Sorry about that. Feels kind of gross. Unity brings peace to all. But pretty busted too, right? I don't think there's... They can Fading Hope Vorinclex and block. Yeah, nice. Well, that's one way to end it. I swear we have 1-drops in this game, or in this deck. I really do. Or I know we have 2s. Do we want to keep going? I mean, no, we're going to ship it. We need to be aggressor. There we go. All right, cool. Keep this, and... What do we talk? Sure. keep. And then let's see what they, for a second I thought was mono red because I saw the sleeves. So I think we go Wayfinder. Oh, why, deck? Why? All right, Wayfinder. Let them kill that. Then we play Beast Caller. Can also go Contaminator to Beast Caller Adaptive. Oh, nice. Yep. Let's go ahead and go here. And then that way, if they want to untap and play Fable, we can punish them. So we'll see. They have some options. Yep. Fair. Fair enough. We'll do this one. Missed our land, unfortunately. That was bound to happen. I think getting this thing out of cut down range is probably better. Fortunately, this would be a good turn for them to play the... Let's see. Think about kill spell or... Okay, gotcha. Alright, not great. Not great. Hold what we got. So, sack. They're gonna untap, play. I think we just sack the adaptive. Still have this block here. Really unfortunate that we missed the land there. Maybe that would have been reason to... That's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think we're just dead skis then. Card is fairly annoying. We should have attacked. Just double blocked. Let me get it back. Contaminator. Not bad. Not bad. Trigger, trigger. And now we're racing. So... Now we're racing. Attack with everything. We're gonna get Nissa back, so we gotta apply some pressure here. I'll take that, that's fine. There's an argument to put the counter on Contaminator in case they play a Shielded, but I think their game plan is going to be to grab, because it's a Planeswalker too, right? No, target creature. So they're going to just get the Flesh Gorger back. But see, they're going to take 3, fall to 11, right? And then we have the chance to swing. Oh, man. Yeah, actually, we have kind of lethal. Ooh. And they don't have the mana to hit us with Invoke Despair. This is going to be close. This is going to be close. Okay. Ah. Alright, that works pretty well. Alright. Pretty good, pretty good. Yes. Oh my goodness. So close. So close. Could have gotten to 1. Could have got them to 1. Yeah, because they're just going to block this one. So I'm going to swing like this. Because we need to keep the Cosmic Hunter to kill the big one. Yep. Oh, man, it was so close. So close. Alright, and they get it for free. So let's see what happens. Yep. Harvester, okay. And Harvester. Bummer. Bummer. Would like... Yeah, we're just gonna have to kill the Flesh Gorger. Yep, we'll take 7. Hopefully we can play a creature. That way we can attack into their guys. All right, that is a creature. It does not level the adaptive, but it is a creature that does make our beast caller that much better. We attack with both. I think it's kind of the same thing, right? They just activate. No, I think we force it. I think we force them to have to kill both our guys. Mind you, this is happening with 3 mana. 3 mana. Alright, another red, so we're not getting invoked. Oh! Wait, what am I missing here? Why did that... Oh, yeah, I did 4. That's right, it's double. So they sequence things in... Oh, they have burned down the house. That's what it is. Or Brotherhood's End. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, what would we rather lose here? So, should have attacked, I guess. Yep, no way around that. Good play, opponent. Good play. Pelucranos. Alright, good draw, good draw. Alright. Oh, man. Where did I misplay there? Yeah, shielded. Good draw. Good draw. Land. Go ahead. Back up to 10. There's cruelty. And that gets back. Good game. Bummer. Alright, going first, and we have a curve out. We're going to keep this, and I believe we're going to go ahead and play Tribute on 3 instead of Gwenna. I think that's going to be the play. We'll see if the opponent leaves a cut down or not. Yeah, let's go this way. Okay. No cut down, no ramp for us, but I think it's fine. Ooh, alright, removal for Dazed. Going up against Orzhov. Alright, well, let's hope that Tribute can get us there. We are on the play, that does help. So the question is, do we Gwenna or do we Wayfinder? I think we're just gonna Gwenna to be mana efficient. We can also, well, we can't Nissa. Oh, we're going up against the Phyrexians. Good to know. Alright, well then, they're gonna have removal, so might as well Gwenna here. Gives us the ability to, maybe ramp out some additional stuff next turn. Possible, right? We top deck a Vorinclex. We could play Forest, Vorinclex, and then... yeah. Fair. I knew that was going to be a thing. So... don't think we're blocking here. I think we're just going to take the full 6. And then... get 2 Infect. I don't think we're going to be able to avoid being corrupted here. We did miss a land. No blocks here. Interesting. They valued that. Hit the land. Hit the land. Play Nissa minus that. I don't think that's the way. I think we're just gonna have to try to outgun them here. We're going to lose the race, so if we can get them to a low enough position where we are able to... we're 1 land away from Nissaing, right? So we already have potential lethal here. That's alright. That cuts... it doesn't make it impossible. Does not make it impossible. Would not be surprised our opponent just swings here with everything, right? So... man, that, it stinks. Like, play Nissa, make a dude. It stops us from winning the overrun battle, right? But we do get to draw a card. I think we do it. I think we do it for the sake of being proactive here, right? We take some hits. Fall down to 12. But we got some decent blocks here, right? This is face up. But we haven't taken enough hits and our opponent has been willing to not attack us. I don't know. Like, 14, play minus. They have a decent set of blocks, right? They could block 10. Yeah, I don't think it was going to cut it. Don't think it was going to cut it. I think we did need to add to the board here. So they've been stuck on mana, but at the same time, I don't feel like it's been a thing. Yep, that makes sense. Let's see what they're sending at Nissa. I think everything's going to us. Yes. Okay. So block, obviously. And then let's try to kill that. They could get it back. So I think block like this. See what this does. It may be a board wipe. Down to 6. Down to 4. If we left that, it would have been lethal. So they would have had to do something. So maybe... No, we could have taken the 4. Okay. Fair enough. That, I feel, actually is pretty decent for us now. To be completely honest, I'm halfway tempted to get rid of the hive here. So let's draw first, see what we got going on. Right? Gwenna. So we can minus... Don't think... Let's go... Let's just play Gwenna. And then let's... I guess we could have drawn again. Actually, I didn't think about that. So let's see if they got another board wipe. The fact that we still have a Nissa and now we're posing lethal. I think it could have gone either way, but I don't think we care about that right now. I think the fact that we're opening up the door to overwhelming our opponent. Let's see if they have the Sunfall here. It's weird for them to have Sunfall only because they're running the Butcher, right? Okay, this looks pretty good to me. They go up to 15. That's weird that they didn't attack. 1 mana. I think we have it. I think we just minus. And I believe this is game. This can't block, so it was a close one, but we got there. They all have trample, and that will do it. Nice. Whew.